Hopefully my internet is good, my audio is good. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what goes on. What's happening, Facebook? All right, TeamAlliance is in the building. All right, let me let everybody know I'm over here. Let me see, where we at? Go to the page. I don't even have internet on the computer. Hold on. That ain't a good look. Let's get that cracking first. All right, awesome. Internet is good here. Let's go over to the page. All right, let me find it first. So, let's see where we at. All right, there we go. So we're good on the page. Let me share it in the groups. All right, so we good now. Okay. Now let's put it through as a watch party in the actual Facebook group. We'll get going. All right, so I'll put it on my timeline also. So whoever sees it will see it. But everybody get over here eventually. All right, what's happening? Hey, Vicky. What's going on? I was just talking to Vicky a little while ago about training. Seeing that that's all we do. Yes, indeed. Romeo, what's good? All right, so everybody make their way over eventually. Slowly but surely. I know where some of you guys are. What time is it there now? It's 9 o'clock here now, going on 9 o'clock. Some of y'all are like on the West Coast, so it's about 6 o'clock where y'all at. Vicky said, I like the training, videos are very good. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you only have a glimpse of it, because I think you might have only seen 1 or 2 so far. But it gets better. Definitely gets better. It's like fine wine. Gets better with time. Oh, 7 o'clock there? Okay, so you are a couple hours behind. behind us here in New York. Okay, cool. All right, I need to share one more place. Let me see. Vicky said, yeah, she only saw 2 working on another one when I get up. Gotcha. Yep. Yep, that's how we do it. One at a time. Yeah, so this week I got a chance to come to Starbucks, hang out. It's almost 9 o'clock here, but you would think it's 5 or 6 o'clock. It's packed in here. Nice little crowd in here. Crazy. But of course, that's to be expected in New York City. City never sleeps. So there's always something going on there anyway. But yeah, so want to talk about this week in the market. We had a really good week. Indeed. Romeo says Starbucks is like a club now. Right. You ain't lying, especially depending on like the location, for real. They got the playlist ready and all of that, you know. Yep, we rocking. What up, Benito? What's good? Yeah. Yeah, the gang is getting on slowly. Let me share one more place. Put it over in the group. Throw it over there real quick. And we should be good to go. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so we in the group, we on the timeline. And of course, we are in the group chats. All right, so we're good to go. Yep, so this week in the market, yes, indeed. We represent the brand, of course. Yeah, this week was a very good week. We had an awesome week of training. You know, we got a few trades off here and there. Really not much else you can ask for. This week we did the 300 training. So we literally have 300 training videos in the library right now, which is insane. Just goes to show you, you know, when you commit to training, commit your time, you don't realize, one, how fast it goes by, and secondly, this lady over here dancing, that's funny. Like, she really dancing though. When you commit to the training and you do it consistently, it goes to show you how it just builds up and accumulates over time. It's crazy. What's up, Jimmy? What's good, man? Let me go over here and see who else came on. Let's see, we got James in the building. Brady's in the building. We got Doc in the building. What's happening, everybody? But yeah, when you commit to training, things happen, man. Things just happen, you know? And it's only really good that can come out of it. You commit to training and sharpening your skills, you know, continuing to learn and to navigate the market. And then you're in an environment like TeamAlliance, you know, you're around a bunch of other people that are doing the same thing, encouraging you. It's a powerful environment. It's a powerful thing to be a part of. It's all good, Jimmy. Oh man, this is right tonight. Woo. Yeah, they got me right tonight. Yeah, I came out. I went kind of far from home to a different location, and they treated me right in here tonight. Tom, what's good? Yeah, Tom just joined us in. I think Tom joined us in training yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think Tom signed up yesterday. Dane, what up? I see you. What's happening, Melissa? What's up, Brandon? What's up, James? Tom said, let's get it done. That's right, man. That's how we move. Dinner time for you? No, you can take it. Romeo about to put down that meal, huh? Yeah, I ate earlier myself. I like to eat kind of early in the evening and then wind it down. Like I have a latte now, drink like maybe 2 big cups of water before I go to bed. Maybe get some cereal or something and just tuck it in, you know? Oh, Romeo getting it cracking. He got a burger with an egg. Oh, you're eating for real, huh? That's funny. What's up, Stacy? What's happening? Romeo said I eat out a lot. Yes, I do. But we eat in the house too, though. Don't get it twisted. I do ramen noodles and all that. Still. Romeo got a lamb pita bread. That's like a gyro. James says steak roll-ups and lamb pita. Oh, that's James eating that with fresh lemonade. Not even with fresh limeade. Excuse me. Wow. You're getting busy. You know what it is, Jimmy. You see what it is. Said, what's on the end of that chain? New York Giants, baby. Yeah, ramen noodles ain't never off the menu, brother. Oh, Stacy eating good. She has sushi. But see, that's how we supposed to be moving. You know, eating good, drinking good, training good, trading good, winning good. It's just a total package. You know, that's how we moving. But yeah, 2019 is going to be an incredible year for us. Without a doubt. Romeo said James eating like a king. Got the cucumber sauce. Jimmy said he got cabbage and sausage tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let that food, Jim, taste even better when it's market money. Ooh, yes it does. Yes it does. Sometimes market money buy you a nice slice of pizza, and then sometimes buy you steak, lobster, shrimp. Depending on what you want at the time. It's very interesting too because, like, you know, you just have a different taste for different things at different times. But I like when I find like different places to eat, and they got a reliable meal that you can go there you know that meal that you get from there is gonna be the same every time. I love that. Like I hunt. I go around to different restaurants and different places to eat and just try out different things. When I find something that I like from that spot, they got me. And then I just keep all of my spots on rotation. So whatever I got a taste for, I got a guaranteed spot I can go to where it's gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Romeo said he throwing down on this 5 micro pepita. That's how you do it. Yeah, exactly. A plus for New Yorkers. Right, we got all types of food here. All types, whatever you want. Whatever you want is here. And it's so funny because whatever you want be here, and it'd be like within a 3-block radius. You can just be within a 3-block radius, and every food that you can think of is in that area right there. That's one awesome thing about New York City. Romeo said it takes me back to my military days. Jimmy said the happy hour spot rotation. You know it. Yeah, that's another thing too. You want to find places where they gonna make you nice strong drinks. You know, they not cheap. Let me see what James said. James said, to be real, I pulled out the money, it's in my hands, but it didn't make me more happy or anything. I don't even have plans on buying anything. The money didn't make me happy. That's cray. I think that the happiness comes from knowing that you're always in position to get the money. That's a powerful feeling, a very empowering feeling. You know, to know you got the ability to just get it. Vicky says she lives in a little town, wish that there were more options. Sound like wherever you live, you got to drive to get to the options. I know what that's like. Rome said, that's why I tip my bartenders. Oh yeah, you already know how that go. You already know how that go. Give your bartender a nice tip and tell them keep it coming, and they gonna keep them coming, and they not gonna be weak either. Rome said probably better than having money. The ability to pool yourself. Bingo. Bingo. It is. See, because like, you know, money and income, it comes and it goes. You know, you make money, you spend money. But knowing that you really have made yourself a business. We might get into a nugget right here. With what we do, trading these financial markets, the ability to trade profitably, you literally with that skill set have made yourself a business. You are a business now. And just like within any business, you know, when a business is successful and profitable, you can scale up the business, right? If you want to increase the revenue of a business that is already productive, what you do is you sell more. In other words, you push out more to the market and then you receive it back as more revenue. You figure out ways and ideas to, you know, innovate and come up with new ideas to really do the same thing that you've been doing the whole time. You know what I mean? When we trade, it's the same concept. The better that you get at trading, you're basically pushing anyone that's a competitor to the side. Nobody can compete with you when you're the best at it. If you're good at it, you're going to win your trade and you're going to make money. No one can compete with that. And the beauty of it is that there's room for everyone who builds up their skill set to be able to be in that same position. That's powerful stuff, man. Like, that's powerful, man. That is powerful. So we treat everything like it is a business. That's why we train the way that we do. We train the way that we do, and then the results are going to speak for you because you're going to win consistently. Winning consistently means making money consistently. Making money consistently means that you can scale up and increase your money flow, your cash flow, whenever you want to. Like, you're not restricted, you're not limited to anything. And really what it becomes is a situation where you're learning how to overcome your fears, because the fears are what will restrict you as far as your ability to scale up. It's just like, it's a mental thing. People trade and they'll do fine when they trade in one contract. They'll do all right when they trade in 2, 3, 4, 5 contracts, right? But when they get to 10 contracts, there's a psychological switch that goes off, and the fear kicks in at 10 contracts. Like, I'm giving you an example, like a scenario. This will be the case for someone. Whatever their number is in their head, where the fear is located, whatever that contract size is, that's when the fear kicks in. So you have to push through that fear, regardless of what the number is in your head. For you, it might be 10, it might be 5, it might be 20, it might be 30, it might be 50. So whatever the contract size is, you got to realize that you're dealing with an industry and you're on a platform where you're really not limited. You can scale up as big as you want to. It's all psychological. What people look at is they're like, yo, man, I wish I could trade 50 contracts and not be scared. Think about that. Just think about that. Why would you be scared trading 50 contracts if you're not scared trading one contract? It's the same trade. You see what I'm saying? Your execution is the same. Oh, this is my song right here. It's my song right here. So this is why we train the way that we do, because the training reinforces all of the principles that keep you where you need to be mentally and psychologically, so that you remain focused. And the more focused that you are, the more consistent you will remain. The more focused that you are, the more consistent you will remain. Let me look at some of the comments real quick. I thought I saw Jay Carly somewhere. Where's Jay Carly at? Oh, she over here. What's up? What's up, Jay Carly? What's up, Adam? Jay Carly said there's been many phases of fear. We'll push through each one. What? That is a fact. Quite frankly, this has been such an emotional journey, and now I'm where I need to be. And it's nothing but time, and no one will take it from me. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let me come back up real quick. What's happening, Janine? Rome said, when you get in the door, the bartender know who you are. Right, they know you the tip bucket. Right. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. That's true though, that's a fact. Like, that's why I like Hov when he raps, because as he elevated, you know, he started rapping about it, and the way he put it down hard. He put it down real hard. Vicky said, do you only trade one currency specific or you trade different? And what's your favorite time of the day to trade? I recommend that you only stick to one market. So whatever the market is of your choice, it doesn't have to be the one that you see us trading, the pound. It can be whatever market you prefer. But whatever market it is, you need to focus on one so that you can learn the nuances of that market and really just be committed. You know, like just be all in with the market that you select to watch. Don't try to scatter yourself and be all over the place, because you're gonna get sloppy doing that, and you really cannot learn the nuances of one market when you're looking at 3-4 markets. So definitely not. I do not recommend looking at more than one, but it can be whatever market you choose. It doesn't have to be the one that we look at. And what's your favorite time of day to trade? And as far as that goes, like that's a very popular question that people ask. There is no, personally, I don't have a favorite time of the day. I just simply observe the market. And when the market presents us with our opportunities, you have to accept the fact that that can come at any time. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the time that you're on the charts watching. It may not. You know, you may not have opportunities that come at that time. And if that's the case, you have to be all right with that. Like, just accept it. Just accept it. You know, it's okay. The market is not always going to give you opportunity when you want it to. Accept that. And at the same time, when you least expect it, the market gives it up. So because you're dealing with a skill set, just utilize your skill set to always observe the market. Just remain in observation mode all the time. That way, when the opportunity comes, you're ready for it. And if the opportunity is not presented to you, you don't care. Like, it does not affect you emotionally. You're not emotional about it at all. It's like, all right, market didn't give it to us. Eventually the market will. And when the market does not give it to us, what do? We keep our money in our account. So it's a win-win all across the board. You can't lose. You cannot, when you train that way and you stay committed to that mindset, you cannot lose. Rome said, I see some guys killing the 9 a.m.s. James said, what's 12 to 12? Good, very good question. I know that you guys are listening to old trainings. In the past, I used to reiterate to stay out of the market between 12 a.m. and lunchtime. The reason that I did that at that time is because the market historically, not all, in other words, it doesn't always have to be that way. And it's not always that way. But historically, the market has had a tendency to have more erratic, volatile movement between midnight and the afternoon. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you can't trade during that time window. So as time has gone by and the training has evolved and gotten better, really because over time, I've been able to dissect and to reverse engineer my process more and then explain it. See, there was a time where there were things that I was doing I could not explain to you guys. And if I couldn't explain it, I would just tell you, well, you know what? Just don't trade during this time right here. Because I don't know how to explain it, but if you avoid trading during this time, you decrease the chances of losing. Like, that was the thinking at that time. But as time has gone by, the skill set has increased and also it has been exposed. So I've been able to literally reverse engineer the process and then explain it to you. So now that I've been able to teach it to you, now you can utilize your skill set and you know when to avoid being in the market completely. So it doesn't matter when you're looking at the market. You could be looking at the market in the morning. You could be looking at the market at night, afternoon, early in the morning, London session, Asian session, New York session, German session. You get my point? It doesn't matter when you look at the market because you have the high skill set. Our skill set is up here. So it don't matter when we're looking at the market. We know what to do regardless of what the market is doing. You see? We maintain control because we submit to the market. As soon as you try to curve fit and force your thinking and what you want to happen on the market, as soon as you do that, that's when you start losing. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why everybody loses. That's exactly why. Yes, no doubt. Nuggets all day. You know what it is. What's up, Nicholas? You tell the truth. He said it was best to cross your arms and do nothing today. That's what I did. I ain't take a trade today. I ain't do nothing today. And I looked at the market. We had a Marx rule and everything. There was no trade. Well, let me rephrase that. There was no trade that I personally took. And there was a Marx rule this afternoon. Rome said, I'd love to see Mark do a seminar one day. I'm sure that you actually will. I'm certain. It's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. What's happening, Kenneth? What was that, 220? I think it was 225, right? Yeah, the 225 this afternoon, I believe. Yep. Stacy said, tell him 23 hours around the clock. Jay Carly said, put a ring on your pair. The nuances are everything. When you get to the point where you just don't care if you get a trade or not, that's when you win every time. Come on, man. You see all the wisdom that come out of TA all the time? Yo. A lot of wisdom in here, baby. I love how Jay Carly put it. She said, no one will ever take my skill from me. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ken says, what does MRMH stand for? He's funny. He said, this sound bad, but he put up his disclaimer real quick. Kenneth, what's the last video that you watched? If you say 56, then I understand why you're asking that question. But what is the last video that you actually watched? That is hilarious. The way he gave you the intro to it. Nicholas said, I have to confess, I paper traded the Marx rule. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You can paper trade anything. You can paper trade whatever you want to. But that's where you leave it. Paper trade. All right, so Ken said the last one he watched was 55. So that explains everything. Kenneth, you need to watch 175, 193, 202, and 218 this weekend. 175, 193, 202, and 218 in that order. And by the time we get to Sunday, you'll know exactly what Mark's rule is. He said 12 hours a day make it hard, but he's gonna grind it out. Yes. Get yourself some earbuds and pop them earbuds in when you at work when you get a chance. You know, like you get a break, something like that. I'm telling you, get the earbuds, man, and just listen. You don't even have to watch the video. If you can just put in earbuds and listen to the training, you're still gonna get it. Yes, all day. James says subconscious training. 100%, man. And it works. It works. Literally been, when I train, I go to bed with the training playing in my ear. My wife used to get mad. She don't get mad no more because she knows what it means. Now she knows what it means. But at first she was like, I know you were not in the bed with no headphones on. I'm like, I'm in the bed with the headphones on. Leave me alone. Go to sleep. But now she's like, I understand. I see why you do that now. Because when it comes time to get on them charts, it's game time. You know what I'm saying? There's money on the table. If I see it, I'm gonna get it. Ain't no money on the table, keep minding my account. That's it. Like there's no other choices. The choices become for you either don't lose or win. That's it. Those are your choices. Don't lose any money, or if you do trade, you're gonna win. That's TeamAlliance right there. Nigga said you're gonna do a crash course cram session on the next training. Something like that. Something like that. It's going to be good training though. It really is. What I'm basically going to do is just update video number 55. 55 been around for like a year. So gonna update it and just let the new freshness come out. Yes. There we go. Exactly what Rome said. 55, 56, all in one. Exactly. Exactly. Because when you watch those two, like they give you so much clarity on the parameters, but not, you know, now you realize that the parameters are only one component of the entire process that we use. So it's an all-inclusive protocol. It's not restricted to one thing. It's just like if you know that you need 3 out of 3 in order to do something, in order to execute, but you only got 2 out of 3. If you only got 2 out of 3, you don't execute. If you only got 1 out of 3, you don't execute. You gotta have 3 out of 3 to execute. You see what I'm saying? And you don't compromise that under any circumstance. That is how you become MRMH. There was a live I did, I think it was a Facebook Live. The very last one I did, whenever that was, whatever day that was, it might have been Wednesday. And I was talking about becoming MRMH. Like you're becoming it. You're not even mastering it, you're becoming it. So because you become it, you now are doing everything automatically without even thinking about it. That's how embedded MRMH should be in your system, in your DNA. It's like you get on them charts, you know exactly what you're waiting for. If you don't see it, you do nothing. You see it, you take it. But you know what seeing it is. Like when I say you see it, I'm not talking about you see a trade. I'm talking about you see MRMH with the follow-through trades. You see what I'm saying? So it's an all-inclusive package. All-inclusive. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You got that right. A lot of people question us. Yeah, I mean, people question it until they get here. And even before they get here now, like there's so much content out there now, like, you know, and just the level of consistency, and it continues. Like it does. You know how stuff comes along and it gets hot, it gets hyped up, and then it just dies down because it's not sustainable. That's not what we're dealing with. Your skill in the markets is fully sustainable. Like this is what we do. You see what I'm saying? So because this is what we do, it's sustainable. All you have to do is just remain consistent. And that includes training, reinforcing the training, training more, and training more. It's just a non-stop thing that goes on. It's crazy. Yeah, I spoke to both of them. They both are good. I spoke to Skep, and I talked to the doc from time to time. As a matter of fact, I just saw him a minute ago. He was on here. He might still be on here. But yep. And once you are a TA, you just TA. Like you ain't never gonna get rid of TA. It's always gonna be in you, regardless. I forgot what. Matter of fact, if y'all go on my timeline, scroll through my timeline from like last week, and Skef posted up a trade, and I kid you not, the same trade that he had just taken that trade was the same trade that I took. Same trade at the exact same time. The entry was the exact same time. So you see what I'm saying about the skill? You see what I'm saying about the TA vibration? Come on, man. Strong. James said, let him be on the other side then, because I'm money from the free throw line. And yes, it is easy to be distracted. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust anyone. I trust my friends should understand that. I feel you on that. I feel you. I mean, it's good when you can trust somebody with good intentions. And everybody that has been around for any length of time. What's up, Matthew? Is they know what the intentions are here. They know what my intentions are. They know what we do on TeamAlliance, and it just is what it is. Like, we're not trying to do anything to try to get over on anyone, or do anything to try to just do nothing crazy. Like, it ain't even about that. We literally are just doing what we do to help to make as many people free as possible. Like freedom is possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. So the fact that we now have an actual vehicle to make that happen, and it ain't something that's outside of you. Like, we're talking about skill. Like, this is something that is yours. Like, once you have it, it's yours now. Can't nobody take that from you. It's not. It ain't like something tangible that was given to you that could be taken from you. Nobody could take your skill from you. It's powerful stuff, man. It's awesome stuff. She called it. Said she already called the seminar spot. It's in the universe. She said, I'd really like to see more students document. We're a family of greatness, understand? I agree. And what she means by documenting is recording your trades, recording your process. Like what you see Joshua doing a lot of. He records, even when he doesn't take an actual trade, he's recording because he's going through the process to see if the MRMH is there. And now he's doing that more than ever. It was a process for him. There was a time where he would just take trades just based off the parameters. You know, not even considering MRMH. So like I was saying, like pretty much this whole week in training, you know, that's the direction that I want us to move in collectively, because if all you do is wait for MRMH, you're going to win. You're just going to win. And when you know that that you're just going to win when you do trade, everything opens up. Like your whole, it's like you had a stuffy nose. You ever have a stuffy nose and then you get relief? And it's like it just opens up. And it's like, oh, such a relief. That's what it's like. It's just stress-free. And that's a powerful position to be in, man. Powerful position. Rome said, I'm trying to figure that out, getting a video card that can record 24/7 on my hard drive. Oh, that is insane. And then I guess you could clip out whatever time you want to clip out to look at a trade. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Yep. Matthew said it's all genuine here. Absolutely. Breezy said, I'm new. Once I actually join their video for a newbie, I have no idea how to do the market. Yeah, Breezy, when you join, everything is going to be explained to you like you're brand new. The training is designed for brand new people that have no experience. The majority of the people that are in the group have no experience. I'm just realizing that. I had to actually take a look to see like if there were more people coming from the Forex background versus people that don't have any trading experience. Mostly, I would say at least 80% of the group are people that have no experience at all with the market. They just want to do something, you know, that can help them to create freedom for them. And that's what this is. So yeah, it's designed for brand new folks, definitely. So you'll have no issues. NADEX also has an abundance of like tutorial videos that break down how to understand the platform, you know, for the beginner. So a lot of education, a lot of tutorials, a whole bunch of training. You know, you're not gonna have any shortage of information, and comprehensive information also. Like it's gonna be information that you actually understand. You're gonna be able to grasp it, which is the most important thing. Definitely. So how did you guys do this week? How did you folks do this week? I think this week I was 4. No, was I 4-0? No, I was 3-0 this week. I was 3-0 this week. Okay. I think last week I was 4-0. Oh no, last week I was 3-0 too. Yeah, last week I was 3-0. This week I was 3-0. So you know, I mean, I just put it in perspective. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but there was one week where I think I might have took 5 or 6 trades. And the week that I took 5 or 6 trades, I made less money than last week when I took 3 trades. I took 3 trades last week, but because I scaled up my contract size, I made more money than the week before where I took double the amount of trades. Like, I'm just putting it in perspective for you. So again, remember we were talking about treating it like it's a business, like this, you're becoming a business with this skill. So you have the ability to move how you want to move. When your skill increases, you can scale up. Like, you're not thinking about contract size as much. You're doing that in the beginning now before you get there. Once you get there, it's like, all right, I'm here now. So let me see, what do I want to do this week? Like, this is a conversation I have with myself. I'll just be like, well, what do I want to do this week? Let me see what bills I have to pay. Let me see what bills are coming up. Oh, I got this. Oh, I want to buy this. You see what I'm saying? Like, if there's something that I want to plan to purchase, or bills that I want to plan to pay off in advance or something like that, you know, I might just be like, you know what? I want to pay off all my bills for the next 2 months. And then what I'll do is I'll just up my contract size, and I know that I'll be able to pay for that probably within either 1 week or 2 weeks. Just tweaking like that. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, this is the level of control that you have, because you are disciplined when it comes to your business and trading. Like, you're not playing around with the market and, you know, doing all of the silliness that people tend to do. You got to work all of that out of your system and just get to business. Like, you got to just get to business. And when you get to business, then you're not going to do anything flagrant to jeopardize your income stream. You're just not. You're going to do everything that you're supposed to be doing. Tom said, how do you control your psychology during trades? It's really simple, man. MRMH. Yo, remember, I mean, yeah, like, you think that I'll be playing when I say certain things. When I tell you that MRMH is the answer to everything, it literally is the answer to every question that you have. Like, no matter what your question is, the answer is MRMH. That's the answer. Because what happens is, when you rely on MRMH, you don't have to rely on yourself to do those types of things. You don't have to worry so much about trying to control your emotions and dealing with your, you know, your mental. You're worrying less about that now because you submitted to MRMH. In other words, when you submit to that, it automatically has all of the things that you need built into it. So dealing with your fears and dealing with your psychology and your mindset is something that you need. And if you're not in position to work on it right now, it's okay. Because MRMH automatically puts you where you need to be, so you don't have to work on that right now. You may not be in position to work on yourself right now. Which is why I keep reiterating and harping on just sticking to MRMH. If you just do that, you're not going to have to deal with yourself as much. Ain't that crazy? Yo, man, y'all can kind of see where I'm going for next week. Y'all can see where I'm going for next week's training. That's how powerful MRMH is. If you're not ready to deal with yourself on the level where you need to deal with yourself at, like, because some people are not. Some people can't deal with themselves yet. They don't know how to control themselves. Like, on any level. They don't know how to control themselves when they trade. They're not adhering to MRMH, so they're taking trades when they shouldn't be. Then when they take the trades that they shouldn't be taking, they're losing. Then when they lose, they get emotional and they react to that. Then they start revenge trading. Then they are going live with real money too fast, too early. They're doing all of these things that they should not be doing at all. Like, at all. There's no reason that you should even be live yet. Why are you live? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many things that people do that contribute to them putting themselves in a position to be vulnerable. So instead of doing that, just listen to me. All you need to do is MRMH. That's it. Just, if you don't know how to control and deal with yourself yet, just do MRMH. It's built into it. It's built into it, so you don't have to rely on yourself to deal with yourself yet, because you ain't ready. You need more time. That's what it gives you. Like, that's how strong it is. I keep telling everyone. Keep telling everyone. You got a problem? MRMH. MRMH. That's the answer to everything. Adam said, I know what you mean about listening to training at night. I do it so much that now when I hear your voice, I get sleepy. Somebody else told me that too. That's funny. He said, then I have to remind myself to wake up and keep my eyes on the road. That is funny. That is hilarious. Rome said, do you think there's a point you can get to trade without MRMH? By the time you get to that point, you'll still be doing it. I'm at that point, and I still do it. I still use MRMH right now. Because to say to trade without Mark's rule, it's kind of, you're almost saying like, all right, you're on your own. It's like you're literally on your own. You have to rely 100% on your personal ability to control yourself while you're trading, to recognize what would appear to be a good trade in advance. Like, in other words, if you're waiting for the market to be positioned a certain way, and we know what that is, when you see that, what's the proof that it's complete? Like, it could be a half-ass. You might have environment, but you don't have behavior. You might have behavior, but the environment, it ain't right yet. You might have behavior and environment, but market ain't meeting the rules. It's not validating your actual trades. If there's any component that's missing, it's what leaves you vulnerable. So to say, well, you can do it, you can trade without MRMH, is almost like saying, go ahead and just make yourself vulnerable. Let the market deal with you. It's kind of like saying that. And it's like, why? You don't have to. Like, even for me, like I said, I still adhere to MRMH. I do that more often now. That's why I know the value of it. Yes, exactly what Rome says. He says you need proof. That's exactly what it is. You want the market to prove to you that everything that you know is going to win is currently in the market. Everything that the market does that ultimately leads to a winning trade is there right now. That's what you need to see. And you need the market to prove it. So it's like, all right, what if the market gets close to proving it, but it decides to do something else? And you, with your ego, feel like, well, you know, I could pull it off. And you go ahead and trade, and then you get slapped for no reason. Like, you'll lose a trade for nothing, when you could have just waited. You could have waited and just allowed the market to determine and to dictate with the proof that, you know what, it's close, but nah, this ain't it. What you want, it ain't here yet. Because the market will show you, it'll tease you also. What's that? In 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Oh, they still open till 10 o'clock here. All right, cool. Yeah, but that literally is the answer to everything. MRMH. But that's a good question. That's the question that everybody likes to ask eventually, because I guess people just want to feel like, you know, they're good enough to do it on their own, but MRMH is you doing it on your own. Like that, like what you're looking for is what MRMH puts you in position to do. Everything that you want to happen, as far as your consistency, your winning, you're avoiding losses, not being emotional, just like who had asked her earlier. Tom was asking earlier about the psychology and how to control yourself when you in the trade. All of that, each element of everything that you're looking for is automatically built into MRMH. So when I say that MRMH is the answer to everything, that is the true statement, like 100%. It literally is the answer to everything. Everything that you want, all your dreams, whatever your financial goals are, MRMH. And that's a bold statement, but I'm saying it. That's what it is. But y'all will see. Y'all will see. That is a good latte. But yep, another awesome week. And let me see what Matthew said. He said, in business, you're always looking at ROI. Doing anything that jeopardizes your return isn't worth it. Sketchy trades are the only risk. I gotta reread that. In business, you're always looking at ROI, which means return on investment, of course. Doing anything that jeopardizes your return isn't worth it. So that leads me right back. Trying to trade without MRMH, you jeopardize your return, right? Because you're doing something that's unnecessary. It's not necessary for you to do that. MRMH is the answer to everything. Nicholas said, was there a TA before you discovered NADEX? Yes. Yeah, TeamAlliance had already been around. That brand was already in existence. I had created that probably a few years before I started getting back into trading. And that's the good thing about branding. You know, like when you're branding, you're the brand. So it really doesn't matter what you get into. You know, like right now, TeamAlliance is trading, and in the future, there may be something else that it may be associated with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not limited or restricted to any particular thing, but trading is what I do, and that's what I do well. So it's always going to be associated with that, period. All right, James, I'll holler at you, man. Yep, be easy. And I'm about to get out of here myself, actually, before they kick me out of here. Nah, they ain't gonna kick me out. But yeah, so definitely some awesome training coming up. So again, Sunday we're gonna be doing the new, I guess it's really the new parameters. Just an update on that part of the protocol, the parameters, the rules, going into the nuances even more than what you have been exposed to on 55 and 56. It's like an upgrade of 55 and 56 combined. That's the training that's coming on this Sunday. All right. So I'm about to dip up out of here myself. Appreciate you guys for coming on and hanging out. And I'll holler. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. Y'all know what it is. You have a good weekend, all right? Peace.